Hello, friend. Let me make this short and sweet. I'm going to give you an example before I get to what I'm actually talking about. And the example is this. I used to work for a company called AV. It was a subsidiary of Sony Electronics. At AV stood for American Video. We produced glass for televisions, the front of TVs, the screens for televisions. That's what we did. Now, those screens went on 32-inch and 36-inch televisions. Those TVs had very large backs because they were tube televisions. Okay. Now, that was back in the day. Now we're in 2020. And in 2020, you'll be hard pressed to find a TV with a large back or a tube in it. It's all transistors and all kinds of electronics that I couldn't begin to explain to you. Now, that's the reality. I can always go back to Sony or AV. Well, AV doesn't exist anymore, but I can always go back to Sony and say, look, I used to produce that glass and I want to still produce that glass. Let me produce that glass. Now, Sony can say, but we're not selling those TVs anymore. No one's buying that glass. Now, I say all that to say this. You got these coal miners. And what they're saying to America is, we want to produce coal. We're coal miners, doggone it. Okay. But nobody wants your coal. People are moving into different avenues of energy, and especially renewable energies, and that's what they want. That's what the people want. They don't want your coal anymore. So there lies the problem. You got a group of people, Republicans, who sold this bill of sales to these knuckleheads in, I don't know, Appalachia somewhere that are coal miners, and they want to be coal miners, and they bought it lock, stock, and barrel, the whole thing. But look, coal's not coming back. I don't care what you say or do. It's not coming back. And you can support the Republican Party, or I shouldn't say the Republican Party, because I think the Republican Party by itself is probably not bad. It's the Trump Party that needs to be destroyed. Now, having said all that, I want to say this. Democrats, you have to stop wanting to work with the Trump Party. They don't want to work with you. Once you get in office, in January of 2021, once you get in, Biden, you must destroy, and I mean completely destroy, the Trump Party. Not the Republican Party, but the Trump Party. Because to be perfectly honest with you, and I'm being honest, when McCain ran, if he wasn't running against Obama, he could have run against anybody else. If he wasn't running against Obama, I would have voted for McCain. Because I think he was a good man. I think he was a solid man. And I think he was a fair man. That Republican Party, I support. This Trump thing, you're a bunch of idiots, a bunch of fools, and you deserve to be crushed and put out of business.